The longsword is the unofficial starting weapon of Chivalry 2, and is probably one of the best designed in gaming. An elegant tool from a less civilized era, the longsword has stood the test of time. Although it's outdated and literally medieval, it is a weapon fondly remembered in history. Whether it's wielded by a knight in shining armor or a bandit in raggedy ass armor, the longsword is a fine choice for any warrior. But as for fond words, Miyamoto Musashi is quoted as saying, "The principle is strategy by the means of the longsword." If he attains the virtue of the longsword, one man can beat 10. Now, I think he was talking about the katana, but I don't know, tomato, potato. Look, either way, a sword longer than your arm is long enough to harm. For instance here, as you can see, keeping them at range with those stabs kept them pretty off kilter. And quite literally, by example, with this English longsword, 2 down by 1. But let's not forget about that strategy part, or this could happen to you. I know, kind of bad. Oh, and don't forget to be humble. It's seriously important, because I got a little cocky here about taking out that archer with no issues, and then I immediately afterwards got my ass kicked by a mentally retarded peasant with an axe. Could be a hammer too, you never know. Back to that whole Miyamoto quote, how about do forget about strategy sometimes? Because aping out, oh man, it's fun. Got that guy there. It's so good, right? But hang on there, partner. Let's not forget about honor. Honor is the thing that lets fun moments like this happen. So it looks like we're just being idiots right here. He throws his shield, so I decide to throw down my sword. He throws his weapon and confirms the right of a duel by fist. Fisticuffs. And then this idiot shows up and ruins it. It happens. And on the topic of honor, it creates sad moments too. We can always give honor a chance. But if honor fails, I tell you what, give WIAW a chance. Everything just started divulging into chaos because that guy tried to fucking interrupt the same thing just like last time. But it is what it is. WIAW, or in layman's terms, war, is the very reason I'm talking about the longsword. It's very important. Like, for instance, kill that guy there and I aggress, scare that guy down the fucking stairs. You know why? I'm very in touch with my inner WIAW. And as you can see, I have a problem with throwing my fucking sword. There they go. They're in their WIAW too. I even sounded a horn for him. That guy was down. So. But I figure I should talk about some important stats about the longsword too. There are a few here. I'm not gonna get into specific numbers or anything, but keep it simple. You can read the stats too. The longsword has mid damage, mid reach, and mid speed. But to make up for being so mediocre, or not mediocre, making up for being so average, it has an incredibly superior stab. This weapon, with how it is as good as you are, but it's never bad. For instance here, this clip goes on for a moment here. It involves standing my ground and pushing the objective and making sure I'm staying at range and keeping those stabs going into the opponents. Even getting a kill off right there. Not everything about WIAW is slow, or not everything about WIAW is rapid fighting. There's the slow parts too, because you gotta help. There's the retard with the hammer. I told you, it happens every time. You gotta dodge those or block those too. So I might be in a bad spot here, but I keep my movement up. Use a healing horn for my allies, because you know this is what we do. And I go down. But get back up. I'm just that good, you know. Beat the dude in his dick while he's down. But I go back up and finish off that guy on the ground. Keep my distance from the retard with the hammer. There he is. He goes down, and with all that positioning, I do survive. Start heading up the stairs of the siege tower. I don't know why I didn't heal. I don't remember if I had health or not. If you're aggressive, the longsword will benefit for you. If you are an aggressive player but thoughtful, of course. If you're over aggressive and don't have good footwork, bad things happen. It can happen to anyone, even the best of us. Sucks. But it's not all bad. Because even in... Jesus. Did you see that? Get... I don't know. WAG just gets me acting kind of crazy. This is a nice duel here. It kind of shows off that even against what is arguably the actual best weapon in the game, if you know how to duel right, you can do everything right. Oh, make sure you keep your composure, seize opportunities, and don't forget to be, well, lucky. Because that always helps. Always helps. Remember though, you can't win them all. And that's the beauty of it. Even the greatest moments, well, they all come to an end. And that's what's in a WAG. But before you go, I gotta remind you about this. I was shoulder charging this guy, right? And we were defending a gallon court. And I took a quick warp over at the boat. Something was going on in the boats. I was making sure I was keeping it spread out, doing everything. See 2 spots. Talk about seizing opportunities. Get 2 in 1 stab. Your stabs carry through, and I'm just laying into them right here. I'm whooping ass, you know what I mean? But I take a tactical retreat, and I take the World 1-1 warp. Where the fuck?